Are you looking to move to Oaklawn, Illinois? Then you're watching the perfect video to find out if you can afford it. In this video, I will review the cost of living in Oaklawn to give you the information that you need to make a clear and confident decision about whether or not you'd like to move to or live in Oaklawn. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is John Sintich. I'm your go-to for all things real estate in the Chicagoland area, and I'm your guide to real estate in the Chicago South suburbs. I am a licensed realtor in the state of Illinois, so come to me with all of your real estate questions. I am more than happy to answer any of your questions about buying, selling, investing in real estate in the Chicagoland area. If you reach out to me, I will respond to you. So Oaklawn, located just southwest of the city of Chicago. It's about a 25-minute drive into the city, into downtown Chicago rather. Oaklawn is a vibrant and diverse community with plenty of great housing and amenities, but what about the cost of living? According to Numbeo, I have no idea if I pronounced that right. Sorry Numbeo if that is incorrect. This is a website that tracks the cost of living in cities around the world. According to this website, Oaklawn has a slightly higher cost of living index compared to the rest of the United States. This just means the cost of living is slightly higher than average in Oaklawn and the surrounding southwest suburbs in general. What contributes to this higher than average cost of living? Well, one of those factors is housing. The median home price for a single family detached home in Oaklawn, so like a regular house you would picture with like a house and a yard, not connected like a townhouse or a condo. We'll talk about that in a minute. So a detached single family home, the median sales price in Oaklawn over the last 12 months is around $295,000, which is higher than the national average. However, for the Chicagoland area, not a terrible median sales price for a home. It's on the lower end. Now, if you're looking for a townhome or a condo, like I just was talking about, an attached single-family home, the median sales price for that in Oaklawn right now is about $140,000. This data is over the last 12 months. Now, how about renting? If you would like to rent a home, maybe you want to test out the water, see if you like Oaklawn first, maybe you rent before you buy, whatever you want to do, let's take a look at those rental prices just to see what you're in for every month. If you're looking for a one bed, one bath apartment in Oaklawn, right now, over the last 12 months, the median rental for a one bed, one bath is around $1,100 a month and up to about $1,550 a month. That'll be for some of the nicer units, the higher end units. A two bed, two bath rental in Oaklawn, over the last 12 months, I've found that median rental rate is around $1,800 and up to about $2,300 for those nicer, higher end units. And if you're looking for a 3-bedroom rental, so something with a little more space, maybe for your family, whatever you need, maybe you need an office, what have you, a 3-bedroom rental is gonna probably be like a townhouse or an actual like single family detached home that your landlord owns and rents out to you. It's going to be around $2,500 is the median, but up to could be $3,500 is like the higher end that I've seen. So for a nicer home with like nice finishes, nice updates, you're going to be looking over $3,000 a month for that for sure. Now, let's say you purchased a home. Let's talk property taxes, the most fun thing in the entire world to talk about, especially in Illinois. We love Illinois property taxes. Now, if you're not from here, you might want to do a quick Google search and look at just how not great property taxes are here. It's just not something we can brag about at all from Illinois. Just gotta own it and just know that it's not a good thing. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. It's property taxes are not great here. And so let's talk about, let's say you purchase a home, a single family median sales price. So again, you buy something for right under $300,000. Maybe you buy something for $295,000, right? So I've looked at a lot of these median priced single family homes, and the taxes for these properties range typically from $5,000 to $7,000 per year, okay? Again, these situations do vary though. They're highly variable. If you're a veteran, if you have a disability, if you are a senior citizen, if you apply for a homestead exemption, these things lower your taxes typically. So your tax situation is going to be unique to you, but that is just a general range that I want to provide for you so you have an awareness of how much you might be paying every year in property taxes. If you were to purchase an attached single family home, like we said earlier, a median price point there is around $140,000, typically for condos, okay? If we're talking townhouses, you're gonna have more expensive prices, but in Oak Lawn, there's a lot of condos for an attached single family, and the taxes on those are gonna range from around $2,500 to $4,000 on the higher end every year for taxes, okay? Again, variable situation based on your circumstances. Okay, let's move on. Transportation is another factor that does increase the cost of living index for Oak Lawn. The average cost of a gallon of gasoline in Oak Lawn is slightly higher than the national average. It does get more expensive as you go into the city of Chicago. So get your gas in Oak Lawn if you're gonna head into the city because it's more expensive there. Prices are lower than some of these places like California or New York, for instance, maybe like Seattle. These areas have much higher gas prices, but still in the Chicagoland area, your prices for gas are slightly higher than the national average. I personally spend around $200 per month on gas for my car. Now, I will say it's actually probably a little bit higher than that because I am a realtor. I do drive around a lot, probably a lot more than the average human being. And so you're gonna most likely spend around $200 a month on gas. Let's say you fill up 4 times a month. Let's say you have a 12-gallon gasoline tank in your car. Gas is about $3.50 a gallon right now, so you do the math. Again, this will change by the time you watch this. Who the heck knows what gas is gonna be? Let's not get into it. Now, I will say Oak Lawn is well connected to the city of Chicago. So if you don't wanna drive, if you wanna get to the city, there are metro stations throughout Oak Lawn and the rest of the south suburbs. Oak Lawn is also served by multiple bus routes, specifically the PACE bus system. Healthcare is another factor to consider when we're talking about the cost of living in Oak Lawn. The cost of healthcare in Oak Lawn is generally higher than the national average. We're talking insurance premiums and out-of-pocket expenses can be a significant part of your budget if you have health issues and you're frequently visiting the doctor. Right now, it costs me about $100 to $150 every time I go to the doctor after my insurance and all of that. Again, this is highly variable depending on your insurance situation, and I certainly will not try to put you to sleep talking about insurance premiums in this video. Assume $100 to $150 is what you're gonna pay every time you go to the doctor, and just to keep that in mind and fix that into your budget as well. Other factors that contribute to the cost of living in Oak Lawn is entertainment. However, it is important to consider that the cost of living in Oak Lawn varies depending on your specific needs and wants and lifestyle. For us specifically, we love to go out and have dinner together and go out to eat and have a couple drinks. If that's something you're interested in, typically when we go out, if we go to a restaurant in Oak Lawn, let's say we go to Deja Brew, let's say we go to the Whistle, let's say we go to Jenny's Steakhouse. Those are 3 different places. The first 2 are bars, restaurants. Those are gonna be a little bit cheaper than like a Jenny's Steakhouse or like a Barrel Club. Their food might not be as expensive, but let's say we go out to Deja Brew for couple drinks, an appetizer, 2 entrees. So 2 drinks for me, 2 drinks for her, an appetizer, and 2 entrees. It's gonna be around $100, $80 to $100. And that's just something to keep in mind if you like going out and having drinks and socializing. It gets more expensive every year, it feels like, but right now that's right around ballpark what it is. If you go to a steakhouse, or somewhere a little bit more upscale, it's certainly going to be more expensive than that. But a typical night out, it's going to cost you around $100. There are lots of like outdoor activities and things of that nature to do that are free, completely free. And Oak Lawn does have some nice like public amenities, parks, trails, things of that nature for you to hit up when you do want to get outside, and it's completely free. Really quick, touching on schooling, public schools in Oak Lawn are pretty decent. If you go a little bit more south, like Orland, Tinley, Mokina, those schools are slightly better, to be completely honest with you. A lot of people send their kids to private schools. If you have the financial means, it's gonna cost you 10 to 15 grand a year to send your kid to a private school, like a private high school. So just keep that in mind as well. The public schools, as I said, not bad at all. They are slightly below in rating compared to schools that are in maybe Orland Park, Tinley, like I said earlier. So yeah, guys, overall, the cost of living in Oak Lawn is slightly higher than the national average, but it's still certainly an affordable community with a lot to offer. So if you are considering moving to Oak Lawn, make sure to do your research accordingly. Reach out to someone like myself, a licensed realtor that can help you navigate that entire process. Just don't forget to factor in your transportation, your healthcare, your entertainment when determining your budget. I thank you for watching this video. I hope you got some helpful information from it. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel if you did. It will help YouTube send this content out to more people that would certainly benefit from seeing it. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a good one.